first. Okay? You'll require
Okay. Okay, so good afternoon. Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay. So good afternoon, everyone. So there's a slight change in the program. First, Dr. Madina sir need to take on ethics, but now I'm continuing with my code of conduct. I was expecting to have the basic definition of ethics by the time of I'm taking this lecture. So I'll give a basic definition of what is ethics. Okay. So the basic meaning of ethics is to differentiate what is right from wrong. Okay. So ethics meaning knowing what is right and wrong and choosing the right thing to do. Okay. That is what ethics is all about. And coming to the basic principles of ethics, we have 4 to 5 principles that include A, B, C, D. A means accountability. So whatever we are doing, our actions should be accountable. And say for example, if a patient refused to give the blood, okay, he is afraid of needle or injection. So we must respect his autonomy. A stands for autonomy, not accountable. So autonomy means everyone has self-respect, and we should respect their this one, okay, their right choice, whatever choice they have. So if possible, if the patient refuses to take the injection, we must find an alternate to treat him. So that is called respecting the autonomy. That is one of the important ethical principle. The second one is B, beneficence. Irrespective of whatever we are doing, at the end, it should be benefit to all of them. You should not be biased based on their economic status or based on their race, etc., etc. Everyone should get benefited. That is called B, beneficence. Then C, confidentiality. Irrespective of anything, confidentiality is the highest form of respect you can give to anyone, right? So there is one statistic saying that most of the people of HIV dying not because of the virus, but it is due to the social stigma, because of the societal view on HIV patients, that it is something that is happened due to some wrongdoing. Actually, because of that mental trauma, most people are dying, and that's what it is all about, confidentiality. Patients coming in a very hopeless state to the hospitals, and we must maintain the confidentiality. That is the C. Then last and final is D, that is do no harm. at any cost we should not cause any harm to any patient intentionally or unintentionally. Okay, our choices should be always best to the patient. It should save lives. Okay, so that is the main motto of ethics. Okay, so doing right when things are challenging. Okay, and moreover we can say like this, we have rules and regulations, everything that can monitor, but what you are going to do in one certain isolated situation, your actions, okay, at that time there is no help to you to decide. At that time you should seek ethics. How is your decision ethically correct? This topic looks very simple, but it is very challenging. Sometimes there will be circumstances where killing a patient is ethically right, euthanizing. But usually what we think, we should not kill the patients. But there are some instances where, what is the best we can do. So that is all about ethics. So ethics are just morals or values that will guide us. Okay, this is all about the ethics. Then coming to my topic, actually I was focused on a code of conduct. What is this code of conduct in medical lab practices? Okay, so I will discuss about code of conduct. So let me start with this quotation by this Alexander Pope. He said that to err is human, to forgive is divine. Making mistakes is what humans do. Humans make mistakes, but forgiving is what human makes divine. Only God can forgive, and only humans, that is what he is trying to say. And let me see another quote, that is Elon Musk. So failure is an option here. If things not failing, you are not innovating. So they are trying to justify their mistakes, saying that it's okay to do mistakes, right? That is what these quotations is all about. Now I just want to see this one. What about errors or failures in healthcare? What about errors in healthcare? Okay, to err is human, right? And to forgive. Are we expecting an apology from a dead patient? If we do any mistake, at the end, it will cause, a life. So there is no choice of mistakes in healthcare, right? So that is what I want to say here. Then when lab fails, we know that patient treatment is completely dependent on lab diagnosis. The reports we generated, the things what we did in the lab, they will determine the fate of the patient. So lab plays the vital role in saving patient lives, right? Now, a brief comparison, a quick comparison between ethics and code of conduct. So before, I just want to show you an example of what is code of conduct. Then I will discuss what is, the definition. So